Hey ladies, okay, so I made this video because I've been wanting to do a Zoom call with you guys, but I know everybody's schedule is crazy, and I gotta be honest, I'm having, I guess it's like that fear of like not just executing and just saying, we're doing a call, I'm setting it up. I was sitting here thinking about, well, like, okay, so tonight we have our team call, and then tomorrow night, it's the last night I have with my family or with my kids before we go back on with our foster boys. So I was nervous about setting something up just in case. And so it's like this whole like not jumping in and just doing what I wanted to do. So here's what my solution is. I'm making this video, I'm gonna upload it to YouTube, and then I'm gonna send it to you guys private message because I have these thoughts. And I know that if I share them with you guys, it will drive me to actually execute them. But not only that, it will help the creative juices in all of us start to work together. So I just listened to a National Wake Up Call by Jesse Vandenberg. It was from August. I had never listened to it. And I don't want to say like, it wasn't like phenomenal or like shock you like great new stuff, but I just decided to get out a pen and paper and just kind of start writing some of the things down that she said. So I think one of the reasons, or one of all of our issues, Brittany, you've been able to get some really great people to sign up and work, but I know for the majority of us, myself included, getting people to build has just been where I have gotten stuck. So I've got to start looking for coaches, and I can tell you all the reasons why I feel like my business hasn't attracted a whole lot of builders, but that's not important. I think that one of the things I want to try, it may flop, it may not work, we may be doing extra work, but I'm not going to let any of that fear hold me back at this point. I just think I've got to start executing, and you ladies are the team I want to move forward with this. So we've chatted in the past about the Coach Blitz, and I think it's phenomenal. I think Corey's done a great job, but why are we not getting people to sign up? Like, why are we not converting our challengers to coaches? And when we do, why are they only signing up for the discount? And I think some of what I am starting, this message I keep getting is like, my challengers aren't really connecting with me. I'm at a point where all my challengers are cold market. They don't know me. They've heard of me. They came across my page. We don't know each other. I've started a conversation and they've signed up with me. Both of the people that I signed up this month, I've never met in person. I've never talked to in person. I don't know them at all. And so I think that we have got to start connecting more with our challengers live in video format. When we do that, I want to remind everybody to be looking up at your camera and not down, because it gives you sleepy eyes and it makes you unenergetic. So we want to be energetic on our videos. We want to get our personality to show through so that they connect with us. So I think we really need to be implementing live videos in our challenge groups more often. They don't have to be this great deep thought of anything. They just need to be, your challengers need to know who you are, and they need to like you. Like, I had a girl tell me one time, she's like, I think I totally have a girl crush on you. And I know that's kind of weird, but that's what we want. We want them to think, man, I like her. Like, I want to be her friend. I want to go to the group and see what she's going to tell me today. So we've got to make that connection. So the other thing I think is that we need to get brave and do our own sneak peek. So I have some thoughts on it. I'm going to throw some ideas out to you, and then I'd love to hear your feedback. I think that the Blitz is good, but I think it's too big, and I don't think it's us. I think there's one video with me, and I'm not getting people to convert. Like, they'll tell me they're gonna watch it, and then they'll tell me they got through a few of them, but they never got finished. And anyways, so here are my thoughts. I think once a month, we should do our own sneak peek. I think it should be a group. I think it should, I know Corey used to do it like as a group, and then she moved to the event. I think let's do it as a group, and let's make it like 3 days, just a short group. And we all really push to get some people in there. And I thought each day of the group, we have a topic. And at first I was like, okay, I'm gonna ask Brittany to do this video, and then Sarah to do but then I started thinking about, it'd be kind of cool if each day, like for those 3 days, each one of us does a live video. It doesn't have to be long, but a live video giving our viewpoint on the topic that day, because we're in all different places, you know, like Brittany's the stay-at-home mom, and Sarah, you've got, you know, you're the social worker, and you know, you've kind of always been, you've had a thinner frame, but you still have gotten results. And Angela, you like, you know, teach full time, and you make all of this work with your schedule. And then there's me, that's like, I've lost 100 pounds. I did it as a full-time job. Now I've taken on a full-time job. I've got all these children. So we all kind of have different perspectives. So I thought if we each day talked about a different topic and just kind of throughout the day, just did like little snippets, right? And make the group like 3 or 4 days. So here are my initial thoughts. I thought, like the first day we could each talk about that being a coach is sharing and not selling. Because I think that's our number one. People are fearful. That's the number one thing they're fearful of, is like, I don't want to be salesy. So you can each talk about like, you know, your take on that, and, you know, just like two minutes, something like that. Just throw it out there, and we can kind of stagger the post throughout the day. You know, we don't want to make 20 minutes of material that they have to watch each day, but just kind of different viewpoints, right? And maybe they don't watch all of ours, but they're probably, if you invited them, they're probably going to watch yours, and maybe pick up one other person and get to know our team a little bit. So I thought one day we could talk about sharing and not selling. The second day, I thought we could talk about a day in the life of the Beachbody coach. And so each one of us could talk about how, because we all do our days different, right? So I thought each one of us could talk about that. And then like the third day, I thought we could do the perks of being a Beachbody coach. So talk about like what it is for you that like really sunk you in, okay? What was the perk? Was it the income? Was it a Success Club trip, getting to go on a vacation? Is it just the community of making like friends? Is it just like what you've, like your mindset? How you've gotten to be a more positive thinker, and you're more scheduled and you're more organized? Was it accountability? Just like you felt more accountable to your own fitness journey because you're a coach? Is it just like getting to do something bigger than yourself and helping other people? So that could be like one of our days. And then I thought the last, either that evening or the last day, we could maybe just one video, but just do like, now what? What do I do now? So the reason I told you I listened to that Jessie Vandenberg call is because one of the things that she said that she finally figured out she had to start doing was getting people on the phone. Now, I hate talking on the phone, and I feel like I don't have time to talk to people on the phone. But if you set up the standard of like, okay, at this point, we'd like to set up a phone call with you that will take 10 to 15 minutes tops. And just getting them on the phone and creating that relationship of like, let's get an answer. What are you worried about? Are you interested? What's the next step? Because don't you guys invite people to come watch and then you never hear from them again? Or it's like 2 weeks later and they're like, oh, yeah, I watched it, but like if you set up a time, maybe, I don't know. Like I can think of reasons why it won't work, but I got to do something different. I got to do something different. What I'm doing hasn't been working. And I just thought if we could, you know, like collaborate together. So I'm sending you guys this video. The other thing that she really talked about is free groups. They're all talking about free groups. I did not have anybody really jump in for Clean Week, which was disappointing, but maybe you guys can give me some tips there. But the other thing is, I think in November, I'm gonna do either the first or second week of November, I'm gonna do a Crock-Pot group. And so she says that what she does is she opens a free group and then she leaves the group open all month long, and then she really never closes it. She just deletes all the posts and keeps the same people in the group, and then the next month adds new people. And she's like, the same people will always be in the group, and it's really a lot of times the same content, but a lot of people don't go through it the first time through and they need another time. But she says, you know, like that's a place where you really can start inviting more people and asking them at the end, you know, are you interested in doing a 30-day challenge? And if they say no, then giving them the option of clean week. But she talked a lot about how she takes those people and then transitions them to challengers, and then from challengers transitions them into inviting them to her sneak peek. So I can think of a million reasons why, you know, fear of people not coming, fear of not getting anybody there. But the other idea I had too is like, if we create this in the beginning, we kind of get some leverage there, because what you can do, and what I'm planning to do, is talk to people who maybe have told me no in the past, or who have come to a sneak peek in the past and then never followed through, or are on my dream team or whatever. But my thought is if we get this and we say, okay, we're gonna do it, and we're just gonna put it on the calendar, and here's what we're gonna do, and just give it a go. What we can do is invite people who've already been before, but invite them in a way of saying, like, I just created this, and it's a new thing I'm doing in my business, and I really respect your opinion, and would you mind just like checking it out? I know you're not interested, but you know, would you just check it out and give me some feedback, you know? And I've done that in the past, and it didn't really like turn into other people like signing up. But if nothing else, it'll give us some courage to get out there and put the opportunity in front of people. Maybe ask them for referrals. Ask them, do you have a friend that maybe, you know, like you think would be a good person to invite to this? And, you know, just not being fearful of the outcome, but just putting ourselves out there to invite people. So, you guys give me some feedback. If you want to get on a Zoom for us to like, you know, collaborate, we could set a date up, you know, in the next week or so, and just like start throwing out some ideas. And I'm just sending it to you guys right now, just to kind of, you know, because you guys really are my people who are invested in building. And if we want to throw some of our downlines in there, we're welcome, you know, y'all are welcome to do that too. But just would love to hear y'all's thoughts on it. So I decided to just do it, to do the 5-second rule, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm making this video, and I'd love to hear what you guys think. Okay, y'all take care. Bye.